All right, we're going to start right away in a standing position, feet together to touch, palms to heart center, beginning right away with the practice. So deep breath in, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive all the way forward, release your head down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, stand up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll repeat that 2 more times. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, standing up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time here. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, coming into a modified sun salutation. Deep breath in, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, high plank. Press your palms into the ground, step your feet back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Begin to pedal through your feet, just gently waking up your hamstrings, your ankles, your feet. Breathing deeply here. Gently bending your right knee, your left knee. Just waking up your body. Settle into your full downward facing dog. Drive your heels down into the ground. Firmly press your palms down into the ground. Roll your shoulders open and away from your ears. Breathing deeply. Shift into a high plank. And then drop your knees down to the ground. Come into tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, cat pose. Round your back, palms into the ground. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, cat pose, round your back. Repeat this 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, cat pose, round your back, press your palms into the ground. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, cat pose, round your back. Release back to tabletop position. Deep breath in, step back to high plank. On your breath out, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back, send your weight into your legs. Drive your heels down into the ground. Breathing deeply. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, forward fold, step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, reach your arms out and up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, repeating this 2 times, a little bit faster. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, high plank, palms to the ground, step your feet back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, right to downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Drive your heels into the ground. Breathing deeply. Gently shift into your tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, cat pose. Round your back. Press your palms into the ground. Return back to neutral spine. High plank. Step your feet back. Shift to downward facing dog. Drive your heels down into the ground. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift. Breath out, fold forward. Inhale, rise back up to standing. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time here. Deep breath in, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, high plank, palms to the ground, step your feet back. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Shifting into your tabletop position, drop your knees down to the ground. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, cat pose, round your back. Return to neutral spine. Deep breath in, high plank. Breath out, downward facing dog. Always continue to breathe throughout this practice. Looking forward, come to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come back up to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Another version of a sun salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back, drop down to your left knee. Pause here, deep breath in, lengthen out your spine. Breath out, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, palms together to touch, reach up. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. One more breath in, lift up taller. Exhale, return your hands back down to the ground. Tuck your back toe, step back to high plank. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, high plank. Exhale, modified chaturanga, drop down to your knees, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, full upward dog, pause here. Continue to breathe. Make sure you're on the tops of your feet. Your elbows are by your sides. Shift back into downward facing dog. Breathing deeply, sending your weight back into your legs. Inhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee. Inhale, reach up, palms together to touch. Exhale, forward fold, step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise back up to standing, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Repeating this on the other side. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot back this time, drop down onto your right knee. Pause here, deep breath in, long spine. Breath out, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, palms together to touch, reach up. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, long spine, reaching longer. Exhale, return your hands back down to the ground. Tuck your back toe. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, high plank. Breath out, modified chaturanga, drop to your knees, lower to your chest. Inhale, full upward facing dog. Pause here. Make sure you're on the tops of your feet. Deep breath in, breath out, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Breathe deeply. Inhale, low lunge. Step your left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee down. Inhale, palms together to touch. Reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll repeat this one more time on each side. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back, drop down to your back knee. Inhale, palms together, reach up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, drop down to your knees, lower to your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee. Inhale, palms together, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, step your left foot forward to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time on the other side. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot back, drop down to your knee. Inhale, palms together, reach up, look up. Exhale, drop your hands down to the ground. Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, drop down to your knees, lower all the way down to your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, low lunge, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee. Inhale, palms together to touch, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, step your right foot forward to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, reach up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Coming into a chair pose. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Hug your thighs together. Bring your big toes together to touch. Deep breath in. Breath out, bring your palms to your heart center. Shift into an airplane, so tuck your left knee in towards your chest. Kick your left leg towards the back of the room, straighten out your right leg. Continue to breathe here. Imagine that your left foot is standing on the back wall. Nice long spine. Slowly shifting into eagle pose, you're going to draw your left knee in towards your chest. Bring your left arm underneath your right. Your left leg comes up and over your right thigh. Cross at your elbows. Bring your palms together to touch. Your left ankle wraps around your right calf. Breathing deeply. Slowly releasing out. Come back to standing. Reach your arms out and up. Look up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Repeat that on the other side. Deep breath in. Sweep your arms out and up. Reach up. Look up. Breath out. Chair pose. Sit down into your chair. Hug your thighs together. Deep breath in. Lengthen out your spine. Breath out. Bring your palms to heart center. Airplane. So draw your right knee in towards your chest. Bring all your weight into your left leg. Kick your right leg towards the back of the room. Straighten out your right leg. Standing nice and tall on your left leg. Nice long spine. Right foot is flexed. Slowly shifting into eagle pose. You're going to bring your right arm underneath your left. Your right leg comes up and over your left thigh. Hook at your elbows, bring your palms together, and your right ankle hooks around your left calf. Sitting down again like you're sitting into a chair. Breathing deeply. Really hug your thighs together. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Slowly releasing out, come back to standing. Sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to heart center. One breath in. And breath out. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back. Coming into a lizard pose, you're going to walk your right foot to the outside of your right palm. Drop down to your forearms, hug your right knee in towards your shoulder. Drop your back knee down. Option here, you can roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Bring your right palm to the inner part of your knee, so not right on your kneecap, and you're just going to use a little bit of pressure with your palm to the inside of your thigh to open up your right hip. You're going to twist your body up towards the ceiling, over your right shoulder, looking up. Continue to breathe deeply. Slowly shifting back into that low lunge, come back onto your hands, bring your right foot back in between your hands, moving into pyramid pose. So draw your left foot forward, clasp your hands together behind your back, reach your arms overhead towards the ground. So both legs are straight, your back foot is angled about 45 degrees out. Really drop your head. Your gaze is in between your legs. Breathing deeply. On every exhale, just try to feel your arms releasing a little bit more forward towards the ground. Slowly rise back up, palms to the ground. Return back to your low lunge. High plank, step your right foot back. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward to your hands. Step or hop forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time on the other side. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, palms to your shins. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot back. Coming into lizard pose on the left. So walk your left leg to the outside of your left hand. Come down to your forearms. Really hug your left knee in towards your shoulder. Drop down onto your right knee. Option to stay here or come into the variation we did on the other side. Roll to the edge, outer edge of your left foot. Bring your left palm to the inside of your knee. Just gently pressing on your left leg to open up your left hip. Looking over your left shoulder towards the ceiling. And again, breathe deeply. With every exhale, loosening up that left hip a little bit further. Making your way back to your low lunge. So bring your left foot back in between your hands. Coming into pyramid pose, draw your right leg forward. Clasp your hands together behind your back. Let your palms fall over your head towards the ground. Both legs as straight as they can be here. Feet firmly on the ground. Remember, the back foot is angled about 45 degrees out. Really relax your head down. Continue with that deep breathing. On every exhale, releasing your hands a little bit more forward to the ground, opening up your shoulders. Slowly releasing out of this, bring your hands back down to the ground. Return to that low lunge. Step back to your high plank, deep breath in, breath out, full chaturanga. Breath in, upward facing dog. Breath out, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Exhale, step or hop your feet forward to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here, one deep breath in and breath out. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to your shins. Exhale, moving into crow pose. So bring your palms to the ground, You're going to draw your knees in towards your upper arms, almost as if they're nestling into your armpits. Bring your big toes together to touch. Really draw your heels in towards your tush. Trying to straighten out your arms a little bit, lifting your hips up nice and high. Step or jump back to chaturanga. Breath in, upward facing dog. Breath out, downward facing dog. Full deep breath in. Really loud exhale here, let everything out. Coming down to dolphin pose. So you're going to drop down to your forearms. The rest of your body is in a downward dog position. Option here to stay in this dolphin pose or to move into a forearm stand or headstand or any other type of inversion if that's in your practice. Wherever you are, continuing with that deep, full breathing. Slow inhale and slow exhale. Breath in, breath out. Slowly returning back down to the ground if you're up in an inversion. And returning back to your downward facing dog. Deep breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Moving into a seated position, you're going to come into Baddha Konasana, that's angle pose. Soles of your feet together to touch. Your knees are open. Bring your hands to your ankles, leaning forward with a nice long spine. You can use your elbows to your inner thighs to gently press your knees a little bit further down to the ground. Reach your hands forward onto the ground, rounding forward so your nose comes towards your feet. And then you're going to walk your hands over to the right, trying to drop your forehead down onto the ground. Pause here. Deep breathing. Walk your hands back to the center and over to the left side this time. And again, trying to drop your forehead down to the ground. Continuing to breathe. Walk your hands back to center, bring your hands back to your ankles, lengthen out your spine, and rise all the way back up. You're going to come into cow pose, so you'll cross your right leg over your left. You're going to stack your knees right on top of one another. Your shins are in one nice long line. And then you're going to bring your right arm up overhead, your left arm behind you. Clasp your hands together behind you. Lean forward slightly if you can, keeping a nice long spine. So your right elbow is up by your right ear, your left elbow is down, and again, hands clasped together behind you. Breathing deeply. Slowly rise back up, switching sides. So this time, cross your left leg over your right. Your knees are stacked right on top of each other. Shins are in one nice long line. This time, your left arm reaches up. Your right arm reaches behind you. Clasp your hands together to touch. Keep that nice long spine. And reach forward if you're able to. And again, this time, your left elbow is up by your left ear. Your right elbow is down by your side with your hands clasped together behind you. One more breath in Again, full breath out. Slowly rise back up. Straightening out your legs. You're going to come into a forward fold variation, so bend your knees in towards your chest. You're going to use your peace fingers to grab your big toes. Slowly scoot your tush back. Begin to straighten out your legs, keeping a nice long spine. Make sure your belly is all the way onto your thighs, so if you're not able to completely straighten out your legs while keeping your belly on your thighs, that's perfectly fine. Just keep the good posture, the good form here. Breathing deeply. And slowly release all the way forward. You can round your back. You might be able to straighten out your legs a little bit further. And gently rise all the way back up to a seated position. Coming into boat pose. So again, use your peace fingers to grab your big toes. You're going to lift your legs off the ground up towards the ceiling. Feet are flexed. Spine is nice and long. You're in like a V position. Really straighten your arms out. And releasing out of it. Coming back down onto the ground. Lengthening out your legs, coming into a kind of forward fold variation. Draw your right knee in towards your chest, reach your right arm up. You're going to reach your right elbow around the front of your right shin, reach your right arm behind you, your left arm behind you, clasp your hands together behind your back, round your back, drop your chin towards your chest. Really use your arms to hug your right knee in towards your right armpit. Your left leg is nice and long against the ground, left foot flexed, and again, rounding your back. Breathe deeply. Slowly release out of it, switching sides, lengthen out your right leg, draw your left knee in towards your chest, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, hook your left elbow around the front of your left shin, reach your left arm behind your back, your right arm behind your back, clasping your hands together behind you, round your back and draw your chin towards your chest. So your left knee is almost nestled into your left armpit. You're really using your arms to hug your left knee in towards your body. Right leg nice and long, right foot flexed. Continue to breathe. Slowly releasing out of it, lengthen your legs out long, and then gently rolling down onto your back, coming into a bridge pose, so soles of your feet on the ground. Lift your hips up, clasp your hands together underneath you, roll your shoulders underneath you a little bit further. Try to lift your hips up a little bit higher. Really press the soles of your feet down into the ground, lifting your hips up as you breathe deeply. Long, deep inhale. Slow exhale. Release back down onto the ground. Option here to take another bridge pose, or you can come into full wheel pose if you have that in your practice. Wherever you are, again, breathing deeply. Try to make them long, slow, even breaths. Gently returning back down onto the ground, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, bounded angle pose, so soles of the feet together to touch. Just drop your knees open down to the ground. Left palm to your heart center, right palm to your belly. Just relaxing your lower back down onto the ground. Connecting with your breath, feeling your breath move through your belly and into your lungs. feeling your breath completely empty out of your lungs and your belly when you breathe out. Dropping everything down into the ground. Feeling any tension release out with every exhale. And coming into a spine twist, so lengthen out your left leg, draw your right knee actually in towards your right shoulder. You're going to clasp your hands together around your right shin, and then shift over to your left side. Drop your right knee down to the ground, open up your right arm, look over your right shoulder. You can use a little bit of pressure with your left palm onto the outside of your right thigh, sending your right knee a little bit closer to the ground. Switching sides, return back to center. Lengthen out your right leg. Draw your left knee in towards your left shoulder. So coming to the outside of your rib cage. Then you're going to shift over onto your right side this time. And you're going to drop your left knee across your body towards the ground. Open out your left arm nice and long. Look over your left shoulder. And again, you can use your right palm on the outside of your left thigh to gently press your left knee a little bit further to the ground as you breathe deeply. Slowly rise back up. Lengthen out your left leg. Coming into fish pose, so you're going to bring your palms underneath your tush. Your palms are facing down. Come onto your forearms, press your forearms into the ground, lift your chest up towards the ceiling, drop the crown of your head down to the ground. You can stay here, or option to come into a more advanced variation, lift your legs up off the ground, about 45 degrees. Slowly releasing back down. Final pose before Shavasana, so hug both knees in towards your chest. You're going to grab opposite elbows, hugging your forearms around the front of your shins. Relax your body down to the ground. Really hug your knees in towards your chest. And you're going to switch your grip. So again, grabbing opposite elbows, forearms, really give some pressure into your shins to draw your knees in towards your chest. Your upper body is fully relaxed onto the ground. Coming into your final pose here, Shavasana, most important pose of the practice to soak up all the benefits of your practice today. So completely relax your entire body down into the ground. Your legs are nice and long on the ground, open about 45 degrees, kind of the width of a yoga mat. Ankles are dropped open, palms are facing up. Make sure your eyes are closed. Really getting into your breath here. Allow yourself to be still and present. Notice if your mind begins to wander, if it starts to focus on what's coming after this. Return back to the present by using your breath. Really focus on what it feels like to breathe in deeply and what it feels like to breathe out deeply. Releasing any tension left in your body with every exhale. Fully dropping down into the ground, releasing the full weight of your body. Just remaining here for a few more breaths. So your video has not paused. You're just pausing here in this pose. Coming back into your body, wiggling your toes and your fingers. Nice long stretch, reach your arms overhead. Turning over to your right side into a kind of extended fetal pose. Your knees are bent. Gently press yourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up, bring your palms together to touch. Full exhale, bring your hands to heart center. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom. Bring your thumbs to your forehead center. Namaste.